If you are going this way, up the off-ramp, there's a trigger inside a camera that goes off. It notifies DOT. Also, state police are alerted. There's space here for 200 souls. But when that space is gone, traditional burials won't be possible. It's been a while since you've seen one of these, right? A payphone? Kids certainly don't use these today. How often are they checking their phone? It is a tough job, both physically and mentally. The training academy is 14 weeks long. You stay there during the week. You don't go home. You only go home on the weekends. It's a big commitment. Over the summer here at this Black Lives Matter mural near the state capitol, a swastika was scribbled across the artwork. And there's one document right here in this pile from 1975 that city leaders and inspectors say they will now take a look at after we brought it up to them. We're live inside Storm Team 8 along 95 North. I just checked. We passed exit 56. Hey there, guys. We're live here in Meriden. The first phase of this project is already underway. As you can see, there's plenty of dirt and rocks here. And earlier today, state and federal transportation officials were here to kick off the second phase of this project, saying when this is all done, it will cut down on all the traffic troubles around here. They've got hate in their hearts. Look close. You can barely see their eyes. Never mind know their names. They're always lurking in the shadows. This is the national hate group Patriot Front that, oh yes, has a presence in our state. Another is called NSC 131, again with local residents right in the ranks. These groups claim they're anti-communism, but that's not it. Not at all. They're neo-Nazis, white supremacists, or anti-LGBTQ. That's always recruiting. Hate in Connecticut. Is it getting worse?
Sadly, the data tells us that hate is on the increase.
The examples around our state seem endless. Just last week on the UConn campus, hateful emails and voicemails sent to Muslim and Palestinian students. End of October in Old Lyme, campaign signs to face, swastikas and other images spray painted across the front. 3 weeks ago, the local chapter of NSC 131 hit Winstead, leaving propaganda flyers. Police were called, but these groups slip away fast, and prosecuting them is difficult. More on that later. At the Essex Public Library, over 20 books were mysteriously removed from a Pride Month display. Over the summer here at this Black Lives Matter mural near the state capitol, a swastika was scribbled across the artwork. That physical symbol of hate is gone now, but the memory of it isn't. And this might not be the worst example of it. The video we're about to show you could be the most disturbing video you have ever seen.
I have asked you nicely to back up. Don't come on a mess.
May 2021, News 8 cameras capture a white woman spitting directly and intentionally in the face of a black woman at a Black Lives Matter protest. The woman was charged, but charges were dropped after she agreed to take classes on hate crime and do community service. Corinne Prescott believes people can change and that she can help make that happen, despite what happened to her.
If I don't believe that, then what is this for? If I don't believe that, then why am I going to get up every day and continue to fight?
So how bad is hate in our state? Well, that may just surprise you. According to the Southern Poverty Law Center's 2022 hate map, at least 11 hate and anti-government groups are being actively tracked in Connecticut. Rhode Island has 7, and New York, 53. Stacy Sobel runs the Anti-Defamation League locally here in Connecticut. Listen to this. In the last 20 days or so,
Here in Connecticut, we have tracked almost 300% increase in hate incidents that have been reported to our office. And that includes vandalism, harassment, and assault.
And Sobel shared this shocking statistic. 1/3 of all hate incidents in Connecticut for 2022 came from kids from kindergarten to 12th grade. Yes, you heard that right. Brian Donahue says although his skin color is white, he knows about hate all too well, and it's personal. Now, while these groups are aggressive and in your face, they're apparently a little camera shy. A request to talk with local members went nowhere. No reply at all. Some people just want time to stop. But Stephen Panis of Southport would give anything to go back in time to be with his son. He's in the picture you're looking at.
Do you remember the last time you spoke to him?
Yeah. When he left here to go to Rhode Island on a Friday morning.
And you never really get over it, right?
The triggers are everywhere.
This is Jake, just 16 years old. Smart, athletic, a natural, really, on the field. Kind of kid that would light up a room. Handsome, too. It was August 9th, 2020. A carload of kids here in Rhode Island, on Block Island. There was alcohol involved. It was a summer day. Jake wasn't driving. Police say his girlfriend was behind the wheel and lost control of the car. You know what happened next. Jake was suddenly gone.
What does it do to a family?
It destroys them. It's soul crushing. For us, we're all different people today. My wife's different, I'm different, and Jake's younger brother Liam is different.
That's why Stephen says it's time for a different DUI number, saying without question it should go from .08 to .05. The DOT's pushing legislation to do just that.
Some people watching this might say, why do we need to change this at all? Why can't we leave it at .08? It's been fine. Why do we need to lower it to .05? You would say?
We have been very stubborn in trying to drive down the number of alcohol fatalities on our roadway. We're historically in the top 3 or top 5 of states that have the highest percentage of fatalities caused by drunk driving.
So, how drunk are we in Connecticut? The latest data from 2021 shows 112 people were killed in alcohol-related crashes, which is about 40% of all fatalities in the state. In the U.S., the number's lower. 31% of all traffic fatals involved drunk drivers.
Yes. So, and they may only vote on one, so they might.
The DOT commissioner telling News 8, science shows that at .05, your body becomes affected by the alcohol when you're behind the wheel. Right now, only Utah has gone to this lower blood alcohol limit.
It's not going to lead to a reduction in people going out and having fun. And in fact, Utah saw when they did it, the alcohol sales increased, receipts for the hospitality industry increased.
This is what drunk driving has done. The smallest of victims. Each person on this wall at the local chapter of Mothers Against Drunk Driving represents a life ended too soon.
We spoke with the Connecticut Restaurant Association today. They're not weighing in publicly just yet, but their leadership is continuing to look at the legislation, and they told me they obviously want all Connecticut residents to be as safe as possible.
The oars, they slice through the water. There's a calmness and an intensity, all at the same time. And Brian Corrigan knew his son Liam had something special on the water when he was just a high school freshman.
Early on, they recognized that he can row well and he's powerful. And I think the coaches, credit the coaches here.
Here is the Fred Emerson Boathouse in Old Lyme. And in this little corner of Connecticut, something unique is going on in these waters, which you'll see. But first, let's talk about 26-year-old Liam Corrigan. He's a rower, headed to the Olympics again. Yes, a second time. Liam can't be part of our story because he's prepping for Paris.
We're so proud of you. We're so happy that you're getting to do this. I mean, he's worked so hard.
That's Mom, and here's Dad. Listen real close. You can hear the pride and emotion resonating through his voice.
We're very, very proud of Liam. We're very proud of the community for helping him to get there. We didn't get to see Tokyo because it was obviously not available because of COVID.
This is where Liam got his start after his high school basketball coach said, try rowing to stay in shape. We asked about the commitment involved to becoming an Olympian. Is it non-stop training, nutrition, and working out?
Yes, yes, and yes. I mean, at this level, he's rowed collegiate. He's rowed in the U.S. He rowed overseas.
Well, Liam's not exactly an underachiever. What do we mean by that? He went to Harvard, majored in physics, was captain of the rowing team there, and then, by the way, went to Oxford and got his master's.
Liam will be in what's called a four-man boat. It's all about precision and power. And in this sport, there are no stars. It's all teamwork.
Every stroke has to be perfect. All the guys have to be perfect.
Liam's mom says after watching her son, she too fell in love with the sport. We'll let her explain.
Just said to myself, wow, if it's good for these kids, it's also good for me. All the skills that they're learning, I can also learn.
Go this way, okay?
Paul Fuchs, the director of rowing at the boathouse, says the road to the Olympics.
It's long and hard. I mean, I think most people say that, rowing is one of the more physically demanding sports because it uses every part of your body.
And you may be looking at another Liam Corrigan right now with these kids. You see, this boathouse has a long, accomplished history of sending rowers to the Olympics every single time since 2004. I guess you could say there must be something in the water. In Old Lyme, Connecticut, JeffDerderian.